The Mohamed Salah disrespect has to be stopped immediately. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another video. Yes, today's video is going to center around this man right here, this glorious human being, this phenomenon, this inevitable man, king of Egypt, king of Liverpool, whatever you want to call it, to my right here in Mohamed Salah. And the simple message is what I said at the top of the video. The disrespect has to be stopped with him. Over the past few days, we've of course enjoyed Christmas, we've of course enjoyed Boxing Day. It's been very, very nice. It's been obviously very nice. Family, friends, whatever we've been doing. It's been quite great. But the football has been lingering in the background, of course. And whilst online, I've seen some people bring up that Salah versus Hazard debate again. Now, I thought this debate was dead and buried. I thought Salah had won this one clean out. But there are still some people out there, mainly some Chelsea fans, who have decided to reignite this argument, putting out compilations of Salah and Hazard, comparing the two and stating that Hazard is clear of Salah and that anything different is comical and you are a biased Liverpool fan if you think Salah is better. I was going to leave it alone. But I can't. Because the more and more that I see it, the more and more it irritates me. So this is basically my response to those kinds of people. We're going to be talking about Salah. We're going to be talking about Hazard. We're going to also be talking about the Premier League GOAT conversation. And there'll be a certain Thierry Henry that'll be involved in that. So do stick around for that. But before we go any further in discussing all of that and much more, I would like to remind you all to please like the video and also subscribe if you are new. Both things are always and forever be greatly appreciated. Get involved in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it. That I'm sure will make for great interest in reading it down below. So please do use and abuse that comment section, people, and talk to me on this particular topic of where do you think Mohamed Salah ranks in the all-time Premier League greats. For me, spoiler alert, but I think he's up there with Thierry Henry. But I would love to know what you guys are thinking and feeling down below in the comments section. So get involved with that. Now that that's out of the way and done with, let's get on with the video. Let's talk Mohamed Salah. Let's talk Eden Hazard, Thierry Henry, Premier League all-time greats, and much more. This guy is simply a phenomenon. This guy is simply inevitable. This guy, the consistency this guy has reached over the past several years of being with Liverpool has been nothing short of spectacular. Every single year, well, it started off as a one-season wonder, but every single year after that, he has just been ever so consistent, putting out numbers of goals and assists, goal contributions, his creativity stats and everything else to go along with that have been nothing short of spectacular. I feel like if he wasn't playing alongside Darwin Núñez last season, he would have posted a lot more assists than what he actually got. But either way, his numbers are still insane. And that is in a Liverpool team that over the years under Jurgen Klopp and this year under Arne Slot have been very, very good to spectacular to really poor to mediocre. They have ranged for the past several seasons between poor to spectacular and a whole complete array of categories in between. And Salah has been the one consistent thread in all of that. He has been so consistent in everything and anything that this guy does. Wherever he's told to play, he's consistent. Whatever he's told to do on the pitch, he's consistent. He is spectacular in every sense of the word, in every sense of being phenomenal, in every sense of being inevitable. The guy has posted 16 goals and 11 assists in the Premier League so far this season. That's just in the Premier League alone. I'm not even talking about all competitions. 16 goals and 11 assists in the Premier League alone in 17 appearances. This guy is not human. He's not human. He's absolutely ridiculous and he's absolutely phenomenal and he's ours and I love it. But apparently that's not enough for some people. The goals that he's posted over the years, the assists that he's posted over the years, the levels of consistency, the amount of accolades he's claimed for himself, the amount of trophies he's helped Liverpool obtain. Apparently, all of that's not enough for some people. And this debate has reared its head again. Eden Hazard. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Eden Hazard. He was a fantastic Premier League player. Fantastic he was. But he's not on Salah's level. And the argument that a lot of people are having as to why Hazard is better than Salah is because he's technically more gifted. He's more exciting to watch. He's just electric. He's got skill. He's got flair. He's got trickery. He could take on a man with ease. He glided across a football pitch. He was mesmerising to watch. And I completely agree with everything that's been said there. I completely agree with it. Eden Hazard was one of the most technically gifted players I've ever seen in my lifetime. Genuinely was. He had skill, flair, pace, trickery. He had everything about him. But he didn't have the level of output that Mohamed Salah has. He simply didn't. Salah has scored more goals than him. Salah had assisted more goals than him. I'm talking about his time at Chelsea, comparing the Premier League stats of both. And Salah did it in less time than what Hazard did. Both have been at their respective clubs, Chelsea and Liverpool, for 7 years. Salah's obviously, hopefully, going to be signing on a new deal that will keep him there longer. So fingers crossed on that. But yes, 7 years. And Salah had beaten Hazard in everything in a shorter space of time. And is continuing. And is progressing. And is building his case game by game, season by season, to be in the conversation as being one of, if not the, Premier League greatest ever player. It's not enough, though, for certain fans of Eden Hazard, who claim that, like I say, his goals and assists don't necessarily matter. It's about how excited they feel watching him on a pitch. They feel more excited by watching an Eden Hazard than a Mohamed Salah. And I completely get that, because Mohamed Salah is not one of the most technically gifted players out there. He has a bit of skill, he has a bit of flair to him, but sometimes he does look a little awkward on the ball. I can admit that. Sometimes he does look a little clunky when he's running with the ball. Doesn't exactly look like he's in control some of the time that he's got the ball at his feet. I can get that. But his level of output is nothing short of spectacular. It is nothing short of superior when in comparing him to Eden Hazard. And Hazard was brilliant. Hazard was a brilliant player. But if I only had room in my team to either select Salah or Hazard, I know I'm going with this man rather than Hazard, because as much as Hazard is mesmerising to watch, I need some level of output in my team. I need goals, I need assists, I need something that is going to help me win a game of football, tip the scales in my favour. And whilst Hazard can do that, I feel like this man is more reliable. This man is definitely more reliable and has shown the consistency over the years to back up that claim. Hazard, well, Hazard almost went a full year and almost a full season without actually scoring a goal. Were Chelsea fans happy with that when that was occurring? Were Chelsea fans still going, well, he's not scoring, but at least I'm excited every time he gets on the ball? No. Because at the end of the day, goals and assists win you games, win you big games at that help you to go on and win trophies, win titles. Output does that. Skill and flair does not. If you want skill and you want flair, go watch futsal. If you want skill and you want flair in proper football, go watch compilations of Adel Taarabt and Hassan Ben Arfa. They were mesmerising beautiful players to watch. But the level of output wasn't there. And that's why they never reached the heights of a Mohamed Salah. There are some times where the Venn diagrams do meet in the middle. Ronaldinho, prime example, had skill, had flair, had also a level of output as well that was respectable. But we're talking about two players that aren't really in the middle of that Venn diagram. Hazard scored a fair few goals, assisted a fair few goals, but never really on Salah's level. The same way that Salah's got a bit of skill, bit of flair, bit of pace about him. Not the fastest, but still got a little bit. But not on the same level as an Eden Hazard. I understand if you want to compare the greatest of all time with your eye test, with how you see it. I don't agree with that personally. I think it more relies on, depending on obviously the position that you are comparing, I think it more relies on what's going to win you games. Skill and flair does not win you games unless there's a level of output. Case in point, look at Manchester City right now. If Erling Haaland isn't scoring goals, where are the goals coming from? There's no creativity. There's no one setting him up. Savio's not chipping in with goals or assists. Neither's Doku. Neither's Phil Foden. Phil Foden's dropped off a cliff. You can have all the fancy flair type players that you want. Where are they? And if this is the kind of thing we're measuring on now, does that make the likes of Philip Coutinho, for example, just plucking a random name out of thin air, does that make the likes of Philip Coutinho better than like a Frank Lampard, for example? I'm just throwing it out there that it's just a weird sort of argument to make that just because someone's more exciting to watch and more technically gifted, it makes them a better player and a better footballer. For me, it's all about instinct, all about output, and Mohamed Salah is the best right now. He is in the best of form. He is in the zone right now, and he is spearheading and driving Liverpool in this title challenge. Now, fingers crossed that obviously does remain until the end of the season and will remain until, hopefully, Liverpool are mathematically considered champions. And if that does happen, the conversation then moves, in my opinion, to Salah becoming the Premier League GOAT. The greatest of all time. Now, I still rank Thierry Henry at that level. Thierry Henry, conveniently, had everything. Output, skill, flair, speed. He had everything. If we're talking about the Venn diagram that we said a minute ago of output and technical ability, he is in the middle. He is perfectly in the middle in terms of Premier League players at the very least. But Salah is definitely in that conversation. I think he just needs to add, at the very least, one more Premier League title to his collection. And maybe you can then throw in other titles as well. He's already a Champions League winner, for example. He's already won the FA Cup and a League Cup, and obviously won them 2 trophies as well in the same season. There are other factors to be considered, but if he was to add one more Premier League title at the very least, depending on how long he's going to stay, and again, fingers crossed he's going to sign on a dotted line, I think the conversation then shifts completely away from Eden Hazard. That is a dead and buried thing. I thought it was already dead and buried, but apparently some people have reignited it. I think it completely shifts to Salah versus Henry, Premier League GOAT. He's already my Liverpool GOAT. And I know that will upset a fair few fans. And look, I don't want to say it either because I absolutely adored, loved Steven Gerrard, my idol growing up. I 100% understand why the local boy, the guy that was so consistent throughout a childhood, that saw Liverpool be very much mediocre for a large part of it, he carried Liverpool on his back for so long. I can understand why love is there. But I can't deny the numbers. I can't deny the goals. I can't deny the assists. I can't deny the consistency. It's the consistency of it all. He is phenomenal, and he is just shredding everything and anything that comes in his path. He is simply phenomenal. And just on the Hazard thing again. Hazard is currently 33, about to become 34. Mo Salah is 32 and will be 33 by the time next season rolls around. Salah is not slowing down anytime soon in comparison to Eden Hazard, who had a big money move to Real Madrid that, despite the trophies that he may have won during that time, individually and personally, was probably considered a big flop. Salah is showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon. So as well as me saying that this man right here is not only the Liverpool GOAT, not only do I believe he should be in the conversation as being the Premier League GOAT, I'm also saying, Liverpool, FSG, for God's sake, pull your finger out, sign this man to a contract. The talk is, the whispers and the rumours are all seemingly positive, but until he is pictured with a pen in his hand, the contract on the table, with Arne Slot one side and with Richard Hughes or Michael Edwards sat the other side smiling at the camera, I will not be completely convinced. So that's my plea. That's my plea. Sign on the dotted line, Mo. And Liverpool, for God's sake, pull your finger out. Because Jesus Christ, this has been dragging on for way too long. We're about to enter into January. And he is then allowed to talk to other clubs. What the hell are we waiting for? Anyway, I just had to get that out there because I saw this Salah versus Hazard debate reignite, and it just irritated me. It just really, really irritated me. So, yeah, just had to get that out there, and especially after what happened yesterday with the win over Leicester. Salah again scoring, and like I say, Salah's already phenomenal record this season that if he continues, God knows what kind of season he's going to be in for individually. Ballon d'Or, fingers crossed. Anyway, those are just my thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys think. What do you make of this Eden Hazard versus Mohamed Salah debate? What do you make of Salah potentially being one of the greatest of all times in the Premier League, or the GOAT of the Premier League? Let me know what you guys are thinking and feeling about anything that I've said about this topic down below in the comments section. I'm sure it'll make for great and interesting reading. Otherwise, hit the like button on the way up if you enjoy the video. Subscribe if you are new or want to see more content like this. Both things are always and forever greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video, and I'll see you and speak to you all again soon in another video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Speak to you again very, very soon.